Welcome to today's video. Henry here. If you are having a systemi.io account and you have been running your blog or your website using systemi.io, now you are going to be having one particular challenge, and this challenge is huge. It's called SEO. You want to have a website or a blog that can rank #1 on Google. And if you really know something about SEO, the truth is systemi.io or system.io is not really structure to help you get to #1 page of Google. So what do? What you need to do right now is to go onto your settings and get to adjust one or two things, because you will not rank #1 by default. But however, if you can see, I have a website that is currently running and is fetching me good amount of money, and this website is currently hosted on systemi.io. So which simply means that I'm ranking on most of the keywords that I'm having. Majority of them I'm ranking #1, #2, #3, up to #5. Basically, I'm ruling this particular niche, and I have everything on systemi.io. So I want to show you how you can actually get your page, get your organic content to be #1 on Google's page, so that you can have a lot of traffic and sell your products or your services. So now you have two aspects of this whole thing. You have the first part and the second part. The first part I'm going to show you right now is how to optimize your homepage. Because if you don't optimize your homepage, Google will not be able to find your homepage when you go to Google Console. Now we'll talk about Google Console later, and I'll tell you what is happening here. Some of the pages are not even on Google because of what systemi.io will do for you by default. They are going to ask Google by default not to crawl your website, not to show your website to anybody. You see, I don't know why they choose to do that. And that is really, really bad. So let me show you first thing you need to do. #1 thing you need to do, if you have your own website, come here, blog layout, view blog posts and blog settings. When you click here, this will show you your website name, the name of your blog, right? And it will also show you some other important features here. Now, see something here. Go back and come back to this page. On this page, look for your home page. How do you know your home page? Your home page is the page that carries your URL without any extension. Now let me show you what my home page is. Home page, this is my home page. Can you see? This is the home page. By default, systemi.io will say do not crawl this home page. Okay, first of all, you go to settings. You can change this home page perhaps to the name of your website. So in my own case, I want to change this home page to what my website is. So let me just say Beninfo 247 information portal. So I have this now. I just save it because it's my keyword. This is a keyword I'm ranking on right now. So I want the keyword to also be on the name as a title of my homepage. You do this on the settings. Then you go back to this same place, these three dots. You hover over it and you select edit. When you select edit, it's going to open the page for you so that you can customize the page. Now, by default, like I say, by default, you will not see this whole thing. In my own case, I already worked on it, but let me show you what I did on it. The first thing is this: you will see title. By default, you will just see nothing. You won't see any title here. By default, you have to put this title. So the first thing to do now is to make sure that your SEO on systemi.io is on point. How do you get that? You go and you put a powerful title. And when you're writing your title, you make sure your title contains your keyword of what you want to be ranking on, right? The keyword. For this, that I'm ranking on Benin Republic universities, Benin Republic tourism and all that. So you want to be ranking on all these keywords. So make sure your title contains them. The next thing you will do on your website as SEO for your website to be ranking is your description. Now, that's what we call meta description. This is where you put your meta description, what describes what this page is about. So I'll just put it here. Then the next part is your keywords. So keywords, you put all the keywords that you know people are going to be searching on Google so that your name can appear, so that your website can appear. We are doing all this on the homepage. This is not even on the blog post. These are just what you have right now on the homepage, right? And how to go to this part is, remember, when you click on settings, you will just scroll down on your settings. You will see search engine optimization, SEO. This is what you want to come and adjust this whole thing, right? So you put your title, put your description, and make sure you have your keywords. Then, if it's your homepage, you can put auto, because the more you put your keywords, your name of your website, it appears on multiple search. So, and make sure that whatever picture you are using, the picture carries the name of your website or what you are talking about. This is what you need to do. If you have this, then you are good to go. Now, there is something here. See this place here? By default, System.io say hide search engine. Look at it here. By default, you will see this. It's turned on, it's toggled on, which means Bing cannot crawl your website. Nobody will be able to see what you have and what you are really marketing on System.io. So you need to come here and click it off so that now Google can start to see it. So if you have this done, then you are good to go. All you need to do is to save. After saving, you can exit this particular page. Now, let me exit. Now, that is step number one. Step number one is we have to go to the settings on our homepage. The first thing is your homepage. Then the next thing is your blog, right? The next thing is on your posts and your pages. You need to do this for your posts and your pages. Now, let me show you how it appears on your posts. What we just did now is for the page, right? Our homepage is here. So now let's go to the post. And again, some of you, when you check your System.io, you're trying to look for your homepage, you don't see it. It's because you are doing it wrong. Some of you, you are trying to go to that settings where you can put all these things that I just showed you. But what you now do is you click here, you click blog settings. When you click blog settings, the only thing you will see is this thing. It's not going to work. Another thing some of you do is you come here and you say view blog. When you click view blog, it's only going to open the entire website for you, right? And if you say blog layout, let me even show you what you see. When you click blog layout, it's going to take you to the part where you can edit the entire website. But guess what? You will not see the settings of what I just showed you on the homepage, because this is not where you see the homepage settings. Let me show you something. If you click on settings now, here, you will not see anything SEO here. You see? So this is not where to go. You will not see anything SEO in this particular place. So you don't want to come to this place to fix your SEO so that you can be ranking number one on Google. You want to go to page, look for your home page in the page, and go to the settings and just do what I showed you in those parts. Now let's talk about the post. On the post, let me do a practical for you on one of my posts. Now let's say this post is turned off currently and I'm working on this particular post. I want to work on the SEO settings. Let me walk you through some of the things, because the kind of settings you do on your homepage is different from the SEO settings you do on your post. Your post has a different structure, and also the homepage is also a different structure. Now in the post, see, you will see all the things you have here, right? This is one of my posts and you can see how everything is structured. So let me walk you through step by step what you need to do. Because when you want to create an SEO based article or a post that will be ranking on Google, there are a few things to look into. And let me walk you through the first thing. Like I said before, the first thing is you go to your settings, right? Go to your settings and make sure that in your settings, you see this search engine optimization, right? Search engine optimization. And you make sure you have these titles, correct titles. Let me also just do this for you right now. This is my title right here for this. I just copy it here. I go to my SEO settings. In my SEO settings, I just click here, boom, I paste it, right? Here's my title. Now, the next thing here is my description. Now, this is very, very important. Like I told you before, this is the meta description. This is what Google used to know what the entire page is about. After Google check the title, Google also want to check to see if you have a meta description that explains everything you have. So let's do that. Okay, I have a mistake here. I'm having 2024 here instead of 2025. I will change that. I will show you how to change that as well. So as you can see on the settings, I have my title. Now the next thing is the description. Now for me, I've already worked on my description. I'm using DeepSeek. If you don't know what DeepSeek is, it's an AI. You can use AI to write articles that are highly optimized and it to rank on Google very, very well. If you're interested in me creating another video where I will explain how to use DeepSeek to write a highly optimized post for your System.io account or any type of account at all, or any type of post at all, just let me know and I will do that. I will gladly do that. So this is my meta description, well optimized to make sure that it express and also explain what my content is about. This part here is a keyword. Now when it comes to the keyword part, I also have very, very, very good keywords that I already have ready also here on DeepSeek. So here are my primary keywords. I'll just copy my keywords here, right? look at my keywords, just copy them and bring them here. Okay, because these keywords are not separated by comma, I'll just put it here and separate with comma. I can also ask DeepSeek to just separate them by comma, but you know what, sometimes DeepSeek is thinking deep, so I don't want to disturb his thinking. So secondly, you have secondary keyword. This is how to do keywords. This is how to put the right keyword that will get you to rank on Google, right? Put the right keywords. Make sure you have your primary keyword, what you want to rank on. Then you also have your secondary keyword that you know your article, you want to rank your articles on. Or what again? So I have primary keyword, secondary keyword, and what do we have? What is the last one? And you have your long tail keyword. So this is the last part of the keyword. Do this. If you do this, you will get views. You will get your article to rank number 1. Literally, this is what I do. I literally use this to rank number 1 and on a lot of websites. So I'm speaking from experience. Do this and you will be surprised. You have a lot of reach using Google. All right, so we do all that and we bring it to your keyword and paste. At least you want to have at least 15. You can do 15. That's like average. Then if you want to go more, you can go up to 25 keywords. Now we have our keywords. We have our meta description all set. Good, maximize for what we are doing right now, right? Then I have auto is also set. I have this social image. When people share this article, what image will appear? So let me just go here. This is very important too. We'll go to this place, see some of my images. I can just use this. Oh no, I think I have another one. I have a lot of work here that is going on. So I just use this. I can change it later. Okay, this is good. So you can see my image, they carry the names of what they mean. Very important. This is an SEO secret. The images you are using should always carry something related. The name should be related to what you are working on. Then look at this toggle here. On post, you don't have this by default. You should see check. So, but if this place is on like this, which means Google will never see your article. So make sure it's not on. You just leave it like this and you are done with this step. This step will help you get at least 60% of your articles to be viewed. But now we have 40% that we need to still go for us to have a very, very good optimized post that will start ranking number 1 on Google, and Google will be like, oh, I've never seen this before. I need you guys to keep writing. So let's go. The first step is SEO settings on systeme.io. The second thing is content structure, right? Content structure. This is content structure is different from content quality. Let's talk about content structure. The kind of structure you want to have is a structure like this. Look at this. On this place, I have table of content, right? You can do this on Systeme.io. It's very easy. I have table of content. And the table of content, everything is structured accordingly. You can see the title, you see introduction, you see TEF score matters. Let's dive into it. Then you now see all the various stuff under it. I have H1, this H1, this H2, 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 then all these are H3. You see, content structure is very important. Then I have this again. I continue the structure. This is so important. Now, every of your structure where you have H1, look at it, put it as H1. Look at H1. Google will organize them when they are showing. This is the secret of SEO. By the way, the S means supreme, which is my name, and the E means his, and also the O means Okobo, which is my surname. Like, I'm so good at SEO that they have to change the name and rename it after my name, right? That is how good I am with this thing. So stick around and learn how to get this thing done. All right, so in case you don't get that joke, please get it now. SEO means search engine optimization and not my name. All right, so here you have your H1, the main title, H1. Then after H1, you always want to have your image, right? This is content structure. H1, image. This introduction here is H2, right? The only H1 we are going to have should be the title. Don't have multiple H1. H1 already tell Google that this is the title. If you have multiple, it means that you have multiple titles in your articles and you are going to be confusing the algorithm. No, they confuse algorithm. Algorithm no like confusion. You understand me? So just get this thing done like this. So then you have H2 here, another H2 here. Okay, if you can see we are H2, then now you start the major stuff. Inside of this section, you see we are having H3 to show that this is inside of the main content, right? Then when you are having this kind of structure like this, And you remember all these other ones, you don't put any other thing as H1, H2, H3. Anything that has to do with explanation, the main content, they should always be text only. This is what we call content structure. If you understand this thing, you will rank number 1. If you are using System.io or even WordPress, it doesn't matter at all, right? But because you are using System.io, do this, you will outrank all your people that are using WordPress with all the Yoast SEO and all that. They will not rank number 1 if you have these things done. So now this is another headline, and our headline, this headline is H4 because it's under it and everything is well structured. So this is what I mean by structure, content structure. And you will see images. Every of the section we have image. Every of the section we have image, right? Image. See, if you follow what I'm saying, you will make money with Google. You'll be having a lot of traffic. This is the secret right here. Nothing else, nothing else. I've been doing this for over 10 years. This is the secret right here. So content structure is number 2. As a matter of fact, let's do something here. Let's open our Excalibur. Where is my Excalibur? All right, so this is my Excalibur. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about, right? So this is very, very important. So now we are talking about the various steps that you need to take. If you look at step number 1 will be SEO settings in System.io. Guys, the name is System.io, it's not System. I keep calling it System. So this is the first thing you want to do. Then the second part will be content structure. So in the content structure, I'm talking about how you basically use the whole articles to make sure that the articles are well structured. All the stuff that I require like H1, H2, very, very important. You are using things like H1 because without all these H1, H2, you are going to be having a lot of issues. Google actually understanding what you do. So you are putting all these things together with the title, with the images, right? You're having all the images accordingly. So that is what you need to do as step 1 and step 2. Now let's talk about the final step that I'm going to be talking about in this particular video. Now the final step in this video, of course, is going to be your content quality. So when it comes to content quality, this is a big issue. This is where the AI stuff and all that comes to play, right? When it comes to content quality, it's a different thing entirely. So you don't want to miss this part and you don't want to do this part wrongly. So content quality talks about the type of content that you have. Is it just content that is without flesh? Let me show you something. Look at this content. You have a lot of content here and a lot of explanation, right? Apart from the structure, you have everything well detailed. Now, and this is not something you just say, oh, you use ChatGPT to do. If you don't know how to do it, you will miss it. Yes, you can use ChatGPT for this type of content. I will leave a prompt, or if you want me to show you how I develop with ChatGPT, fine. You can use ChatGPT, or you can even use DeepSeek to generate these articles, but you need to know the structure and how to program this thing to spit out fire for you. And that is what we call prompt engineering. So if you don't understand what it means, then you need to go and learn or watch one of my videos where I talked about prompt engineering. This is very important, right? So this is what you need for you to literally be able to create article that will be ranking. Even though you use AI, it will be ranking very well on Google. That is step number 1 when it comes to creating quality content, right? That's quality content. Then the next thing, apart from quality content, the next thing is that your content must be highly informational. It must be content that actually provides value, valuable content. Not because you use ChatGPT to create content, you just go and create anything anyhow without making sure that it contains a lot of value. You see, there must be so much value in the content that you are creating. That's the part that makes it quality content, right? So it must be a valuable content that people can resonate with and say, oh, this content solves my problem. Because let me tell you, if you create content and it's not valuable, Google have a way of knowing. Now, when somebody search for a particular keyword to search and you appear as number 1, when the person clicks on it and it goes into your content and the person is reading, before you know it, the person spent like 2 seconds and the person left your website. Now, that particular time is called spent time. It's the time that somebody spent to be on your website. How long the person stay. If the person stay longer on your website, it simply means that you have quality content, right? It increases your read time. If it's on YouTube, we call it watch time, right? Watch time is increased. Here is called read time. Now, Google use read time to know if your content is valuable and also is engaging. If I come to this place and it's all about clickbait, no information about this thing that I'm talking about here, knowing about this course, I'm not explaining, no examples, and it's just all sort of content, Google will know, because when you go there, you don't see what you're looking for, you will leave the page, right? You will literally leave the page and continue your search, and Google will know that this is a wrong website or this is a wrong blog post that we are promoting. Then before you know, you will see yourself in number 5, number 6, until you are not even on the first page of Google. Whatever business you are running, you need to have quality content, and you need to make sure that you have valuable content, right? So this is under these two, right? Quality content, and make sure it's also valuable. Now, if you understand these 3 things, you are good to go. If you are able to make sure that you go to the Systemi.io account and put all the settings that are required, this is key because of those H1, the images, the meta descriptions, all these things, they are so important. Then the quality of your content, if you are using AI in your content, then you have to make sure that you look at ability to make sure that your content is highly engaging and quality based, so that Google will not just look at your content and say, oh, this is not good, and they will not show it to other people. Then, apart from the content using the prompt engineering to generate high quality content, it must be valuable, which means that it must educate people, right? It must also give them what they came for. Even if it's educational in nature, but it's not answering my question, I will leave your web page. And if I leave on time, it simply means that your read time is low. And if your read time is low, Google knows that this content is not valuable, and they will begin to have the algorithm work against you. If you put this thing all together, you will have a high-ranking SEO-based Systemi.io blog post. Because a lot of people say that Systemi.io blog post does not rank on Google. It ranks very well, right? It ranks a lot. So you just need to know how to work this out. If you are interested in learning how I use AI to generate articles and a lot of other things, including products, let me know in the comment section and I will do a video around it. Alright guys, so we are talking about how you can rank number 1 on Google with your Systemi.io website or blog, because it's no longer new that a lot of people are saying, oh, I have my Systemi.io, but I'm not able to rank on Google. It's not good. I have to go and use WordPress. And if I want to use WordPress, I need to buy a hosting plan. I need to buy a domain. I need to buy all these things. Meanwhile, Systemi.io is free. So I want to show you one of my articles that I'm talking about that I use Systemi.io to create. I want to use this as a challenge to let you know that this actually ranks. Now, let's go. You can see it's turned off. It's not even indexed on Google at all. Nothing. It's not even yet visible on Google. As you can see, if I try to open it, it will just tell you page not found because it's not even active, right? But right now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn it on and we can start tracking it. Let us see how this article is going to rank and at what point it's going to rank for us. Like, I'm just doing this thing. Like, I don't even know how competitive is the keyword that I'm going for, right? But I'm sure it's highly competitive. I will check for that. Let's even check for keyword 2. Let's check for this and see TEF exam so that we can actually know what we are even going for. I'm sure it's going to be very competitive. Like, when I search on Google, I see huge websites that are ranking on these particular keywords. TEF exam easy, TEF exam Nigeria, Mauritius, TEF Canada. So let's say we want to go for TEF exam. This is going to be highly competitive, right? TEF exam. Let's check on Google and see also. Okay, TEF exam score on Google. TEF exam score is, let me see the result. We have TEF Canada. This is a big website. This website has a very good domain authority of about 42. This is a very good website. Right, you can see domain authority here is good. Reference link 25k, man. This is gonna be some massive competition on this keyword. Okay, so let's take it. I think it's a challenge. Let's take it. Another website that is ranking on this keyword is a website with a domain authority of 36. And who else is ranking on this same keyword? Big websites are ranking here. So let's see if we can at least get to the top 10 on. So let's see if Systemi.io can get us anywhere close at all, if it will even show because these are tough keywords. So with this, we know that we are going for something huge. So how do you do this? Is you just go, you already have your articles written out in your blog post section of your System.io account. Now let me just show you what I did here, and let us keep tracking this together. Hopefully within 2 months, I should be able to start ranking on top 10 with these same settings, and I will come back and I'll show you, because I've done this before, not on this particular one, but using System.io, and it ranks well. So what do we have? We have this particular article here, well structured. And I told you, if you want to do an article, just make sure that your article has these 3 things. The first thing is the keywords, right? On the settings, make sure you have your SEO well done. Look at, you can see the title is here, the description is here, keywords, use 15 to 25 keywords, use author name so that you can have more visibility. Any image you use should just carry the name related to what you are doing. Then that is the first step. Step number 2, first thing is your SEO settings. Make sure you have your SEO settings, you are using this. This is very, very important. Do this SEO settings and you put all the things that are required, the titles, the keywords, meta description. Then the next thing is your content structure. Content structure is very important. This is it. Content structure. How do you structure your content? Are you just pouring articles on Google and thinking that you will just get it to show up and rank number 1? It's not possible, right? Look at the structure. Use this particular structure like table of content. Table of content, make sure you have your titles, make sure everything is well done. Look at it, properly done, everything. This Google will use it to rank you very well. You have H1, look at this one is H2. You can see H2 on your titles. Your main title is H1, your other subtitles are H2s. Then your main content, right, where you begin to explain the stuff, you can now have H3. This is what we call content structure. As part of content structure, you need to have images, right? Image and tables, very important. Image and table, very, very important. You can see having image headlines, and all these images, they have descriptions, right? They have names that is associated with what the image is about, so that when somebody search, this image can appear on Google and can bring them back to my website. This is the third thing to do, content structure. Right, let's go back to our drawing. Content quality. Now, content quality is very important. You know, I always talk about how you can use AI to harness to do a lot of stuff. But you can't use AI if you don't know how to prompt the AI to get what you are looking for. AI, you can't just use AI, just go to ChatGPT and say, create me an article. You expect him to create you articles that you can use for something as good as this. You can't, right? There are structures. There are things you must follow. You need to know how to prompt, what to tell him to do. You need to understand what quality content is all about before you can even use ChatGPT to produce that, because in your prompting, you must use those keywords and prompt the AI you are using, if it is DeepSeek or ChatGPT, what exactly to do. So quality content is the third one. You can use AI. If you're using AI, then you make sure that you are good at prompt engineering, right? I will give you guys a prompt engineering tool that I have that will help you to generate good content that you can use, and you will rank number 1 on Google with that. The second part in creating quality content is your content must be valuable. If your content is not valuable, forget it. If you like, use any kind of ChatGPT, because when somebody go to your website and they discover that, Google discover that when they jump in, they jump out. They jump in, they jump out. Even though you're ranking number 1, very soon you will start ranking number 10, and very soon you will not be on the top 10 on Google, because Google notices that it's not valuable. That is it. Here, it's not valuable. So your content must be valuable for Google to say, okay, let's continue. This guy is giving them a lot. And how will Google know? They will use what we call read time, right? Google will use read time to know if your content is valuable. Read time simply means when somebody go to read this article, how much time did they spend in reading? Just like watch time on YouTube. When somebody go on YouTube, a YouTube video, Google want to know how long the person watched the video. And on YouTube, we call it watch time, right? How long they watch it. On your blog post or on the Google side of things, we call it read time. It's very, very important you put that into consideration. So with this, me right now, I'm good to go with these articles, and I love it. I like everything. The SEO is good, the content is good, the structure is good, and the quality is very, very good. I haven't had more explanation. There is something again. We also have content quantity. So you want to make sure that when you're having content, at least, I didn't add this when I was writing this particular one, but let me just add it up. So this is content. Google loves quantity, Google loves volume. So your content should be at least 1,600 or up to 2,000 words. I'm telling you, the longer the better, because this will increase your read time. It will increase this in here. So it's so important you can have that type of content, right? The content quantity also matter, but first is the content quality. With this, we are good to go. Now, let me just go and say I'm good to go. I save my articles. I just log out, exit from the article. Time to time, you can still come and touch one or two things, even if you already have everything done. Okay, now let's go to the article and let's go and click here and say activate. I'm activating this thing right now and it's going live right now. And the moment it goes live, which means we can start seeing this particular article. You see? Now, the next thing is this thing going to rank? Is this article going to rank for us? Are we going to be on number 1 page of Google with this article? And that is the challenge that we're about to start. But let me show you some other steps that you need to take. The moment you publish your article, especially if you're using System.io, if you publish your content like this, you need to go to Google Console. Right, let's go to Google Console. While it's opening, this is Google Console. You open your article like this, you see everything is here. Okay, we are good to go. I think I like it. The length is good enough. Boom. Now, what do? Come here, copy the title, because Google don't know this article exists, right? And you don't want to wait for Google to go and crawl your website before they know if your article is good to go. I have to go and change this to 2025, right? So what you want to do is you go to this place, Google Search Console. If you've not signed up already, just go and sign up with your Google account and impute your website and verify your website that you own the website, right? Then every article you drop, just come here and you put the title of the article for Google to see this in URL inspection, for Google to at least check you are submitting it to Google. Now I submitted it to Google. Now you can see Google say, I don't have anything, right? You know, say, I don't know you, bro. URL is not on Google. Nobody can find this article when they search. So officially we are starting this challenge. I'm going to see how long it takes for Google to rank, for Google to even show my System.io post first. Then number 2, I want to see how long it will take me to be on the first page of Google with this particular System.io account. I have WordPress account, I have System.io account, so I'm testing them both. But before we submit, let's go back and change this particular title. Let's change this title. Let's change the title to 2025. It's very, very important. You go to settings. When you go to settings, you see here, so this place is 2025. Yeah. Also here, let's change 2025 because it's recent, and as a matter of fact, let's put our publish date to today, because we are publishing this literally today on Valentine's Day. Today is 14th of Valentine, and we are publishing it today. C'est bon? Click. C'est bon. Now, what do we have? Let me see if we have all the things checked on. Here we have checked on. We say click, good to go. Now I can now open this again. Copy the URL. The URL with the right title. Go back to Google Search Console. Put it here and say, Google, do you know about this website? Google will say, no, I don't know about it. Google will say, no, I don't know about this page, right? Google said, URL is not on Google. All right, thank you. But can you please, I want to request for indexing, and I'll click request indexing. And Google will go back again and say, okay, let me see what I can do. Let me add you up. Let me queue you up to see if we can begin to show you to the masses. And I will say, merci beaucoup. Merci. Google is taking the time. Now, Google say, Oh, voila. Google said indexing requested. So now let's allow Google, let's see how long it takes Google to index this. I will come back with an update and let you guys know how long it took for Google to index this particular web page. Now the challenge begins. Let's see how long it takes if you use System.io for you to have Google index your article with System.io. Then number 2, the second challenge is for us to now see how long it takes for us to start appearing on the first page of Google. Challenge accepted. All right, we are good to go. The reason why we are doing this is the fact that if you are a WordPress user, if you are using WordPress for your website, you will know that you have a lot of privileges, because when it comes to WordPress, you have so much advantage. You have a lot of plugins, you have things that you can literally use right now and start ranking number 1 on WordPress. You have Yoast SEO, you have Rank Math, you have tools and plugins. WordPress is meant for this stuff. But on the other hand, System.io is a platform for marketing purposes, right? It allows you to market and to sell your products, not basically mean that much for organic search. And this platform has a lot of advantage. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. However, the issue here is that organic posts, for some people, for some reasons, because they don't know how to do it, they can't rank their website if they use this particular platform. It's because there are things you need to do, not that you can't rank it. So I started a challenge. I've done it before and I've been ranking, and I'm getting a lot of traffic from Google to my website that I did with System.io. I have other websites with WordPress, so I decided to try this since the advantage of using this particular platform is enormous. So I said, you know what, let me try using this stuff. I even switched one of my business to the platform, and guess what? It's working very, very well. So, and I'm showing you how I am doing that. In yesterday's video, we talked about how I created this particular article. You can see this article, I created it using System.io, and it was not even on Google. I literally created it on the video I did yesterday, and I showed you, we did everything together. We submit this article to Google Console, and our goal was that, can we even get our article to even be ranked on the Google page? Can Google even recognize our article? Right? That was even the first challenge. Then if Google is able to recognize us, then the second thing is, can we even appear on search at all? Because let me tell you, appearing on search is another thing. You might finish writing an article and you never appear on the search. Like, Google will even crawl, but they will not show your article. So it's very important, right? Unlike a lot of WordPress websites, you have themes. You can literally do a lot of stuff and you will have your stuff up and running. But System.io requires a certain form of little bit of technicalities that you need, but again, it's a very simple stuff, and I showed it in the video. Today is an update for us to see what we are doing if we have everything set up. So the first thing we want to do right now on our challenge for us to rank number 1 with our System.io website is, we just want to do something, and it's very important, it's very clear. Let me go to my board. What we want here is, we want to first check if our page has been indexed on Google. That is the first thing, because if our page is not indexed on Google, then this our work here is just a waste of time. That means we have nothing yet. So that is step number 1. We are checking if our page is even ranked on Google. So if we are checking if our page is actually indexed, right? What does it mean to be indexed? To be indexed simply means that Google is aware that you have an article, and now Google can crawl the article, can now show it to people, can now serve it to people who need it, who want to see it, to people who are searching for the keyword that you are ranking for or that you are trying to rank for. So how do we do this? Let's go to our article first. We'll go to the article. This is the article we wrote yesterday. I will just copy the URL on this article. Yesterday when we checked it, we were not even indexed. If you watch the video, you will notice that it was yesterday that we published this particular article. After publishing it, we went to Google, we submitted for indexing, and now we are back after some couple of hours, about 16 hours, I guess. Now you said URL is on Google. That means your System.io can be indexed by Google, because there is this myth that if you write anything with System.io, Google will not even see it. It is a big lie. Google will see it. If Google is not seeing your article that you use System.io to write, it's because on the settings you select that Google should not crawl. So Google is respecting you and they are not crawling it. You see, it's well served. That means step number 1 is done. We're good. Now challenge number 1, we are good to go. So what next? Let's look at the next thing that we need to do right now. The next thing that we want to check for in our challenge right now is to check if it even appears on Google, because it's important that whatever thing we're doing, it appears on Google. Because if it does not appear on Google, it's another waste of time. Let's check if our post appears on Google. That is the test number 2. So let's go and do that. Now, how do we know? The first thing you want to do is to copy the exact URL. This is how you check. In case some of you are writing your own articles and you're trying to rank it number 1 or number 2, or you're ranking for somebody, you need to check accordingly. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go copy the URL again, then go to Google. Because a lot of time when you have something like this and you go to Google, if you like copy the entire URL, it will not show, right? It means that it's not yet been seen. Even if it is scrolled, it's not yet been served to the people on Google that are searching for the keyword you're ranking for. So let's try it and see. If we see it on Google, then it means we are good to go. So what I want to do, this is not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just copy only here without my website. I just copy just this part. So let's do it again. I copy just the title. Can you see? Just the title on Google, and let's search for it. Now, when we copy just the title, we can see we are here. Our article is being served on Google. That means people are actually seeing what we wrote out. Look at it here, CLB, CEFR, levels, and maximizing all the stuff that I wrote. Look at here, good. To show you that this thing that I'm doing is live. This stuff was indexed 17 hours ago. So this is fresh and it's already on Google. Most of you, when you write articles, you are wondering why it's not showing on Google. It's not been shown. So, and this is how you check. So we can see now where our article is good to go. That is check number 1 when it comes to checking if it's already available on Google. But let's do keyword search. One of the keyword is TEF exam. This is a very broad keyword. TEF exam score. Let me just add my name of my website 247 to see if based on the keyword and the name of the website, not the URL. When we do this, see, can you see this thing? Literally, we are having it pop up again, still as number 1 because we are also using this URL. So this is good for us. And guess what? See something here. The TEF exam. Let me see where this research is coming from. Where this result that Google is giving me. Alright, it's coming from Francedo Affairs. Okay, so no problem. We have this. Now another thing we want to check for is, let's just check for, if you search for test score, let's say in Benin, because I'm in Benin Republic, so obviously I'm also ranking for people who are searching for this stuff in Benin Republic, because we have a center where you can literally go and write your exams, and a center that teaches you. So I want to be sure that I'm also ranking on that. Let me see where I am. If I'm ranking on this will be very good, right? So of course, put it and see. When it comes to Benin, what do we have? So in Benin, TEF exam score, Benin, we are not yet on this particular page. So let's check second and see what we have. So we have videos, right? Okay. Oh, I'm not the word we are going for is not the correct word. We are going for TEF exams Benin. I see that this is a keyword that people are searching for. So let me see what we've got with this keyword, TEF exams Benin. So right now, these guys one page, 1, 2. So one thing that I'm sure of is that within a couple of months on this keyword, definitely I'll be ranking on it. Let's check for this and see. All right. So at the moment, we are ranking on keywords that is attached to our name. We are also appearing on Google. So this search that we've done now, so far, they are working. So this is full transparency. I'm showing you so that when I begin to rank number 1 on some of these keywords, you will not be surprised. TEF exam score Benin. That is the keyword I'm supposed to be searching for self. Because the keyword we are trying to go for is score. TEF exam score. So yeah, so as you can see, like I said, we are not ranking on this, but be rest assured, this is what we are going for, and hopefully we will start seeing results for this in the next couple of weeks. But in weeks time, I should be ranking on this keyword. Then another thing we can also check for is TEF score. Let's try this. Right. So all the tests we have done, then we've noticed that we are not ranking on any of the keyword in less than 24 hours. So if that happened, I will be like, wow, this is crazy. So, but yes, it's well expected that you are not going to be ranking on number 1 on the first day of you just posting article or post that is very competitive. So that is the first thing that we check. So, but again, our challenge, we are good to go with our challenge. We've been able to discover that yes, our post has been indexed on Google, and we check if our post appears on Google. Yes, it's appearing on Google. So we have already done some keyword research, which is a thought. We did some keyword research and we noticed that we are not yet ranking on these keywords. So check the keyword research, do keyword. So we did keyword research For this, we are not yet ranking on it. So it's very important that we mark this so that when it's time, when we start ranking, we will also know that we're ranking on this. Then the next thing is we can actually perform a image search. Let's say for this one now, TEF exam score. Yes, TEF exam for Beninfo 247. I want to be sure when we come to this place, we want to go to image. Click on image to see if any of your pictures is appearing on Google. Any of your pictures, if they are appearing, you want to know, you will see your URL here, you will see your website here. So far, from what I can see right now, none of our picture is appearing. So that is also another thing you are checking for. Very, very important. If you are doing this analysis, you just do this once, because you know that with this, you are able to track your progress with your SEO. We have here. So do an image search. We did image search, keyword image search, and we notice that we are not appearing on that as well. So what do? We come to this place and we know ranking here. Boom. Now the next thing we want to do here is we want to check room for optimization. What else can we do to optimize these articles? Now, one of the things we can do to optimize these articles, let me just list some of them for you. Some of the things you can do to optimize your article so that you can rank. Let me show you some of them. So let's go with this. The first thing we want to do, let me copy this, boom, boom. So we want to check for how to optimize, right? We need to optimize our posts to rank better fast. So the first thing you want to do, you want to optimize your keyword. So you want to optimize keywords. Very, very important. This is key, right? Because there are some keywords that you are noticing now you are not ranking on. You want to go back and see if you can optimize this keyword, if you can add them to the articles. Some of them, you notice that you're not ranking on them. That is one good way to take action. Because at the end of the day, keywords are what people search to see your blog post on Google. If you are not ranking for certain keywords, you need to optimize. Now, optimizing simply means that going into your articles, editing it and writing more and putting more information about that particular keyword that you want to rank for. Majorly, you want to rank for like one major keywords. Then other primary keywords can just follow. So I can be ranking now for TEF scores. Another way I can rank is TEF scoring exams, TEF score benchmark, TEF LB, TEF CLB, all these kind of keywords, right? So you want to make sure that you have them in your articles. That is one way to optimize. The second way we can optimize is using links. And also we have two types of links. We have external links and internal links. So we want to be cautious. We want to make sure that we have this thing. We have external link and internal link. Now, internal link simply means like this article right now is the first article on this particular website. I'm telling you, the article is the first article of its type. So which simply means that I don't have more links that I can link internally to give this article more flesh. So which simply means that if I want to get this article to rank better, all I need to do right now is to create other supporting articles, more articles around these same keywords, and put the links to those articles inside of this one and this one inside of those ones. Same in my website, that is internal linking. External linking is something like this that I've done, where I link to external resources, right? I ask them, go and get this particular stuff here, and I'll link to a third-party website. That is external linking. You need it. You need to have external link on your website. So you can't just look at someone like this. I said, download official TEF practical materials from this particular place. If you click it, it will open their website for you. Can you see? This is their website, and you can be able to see a lot of stuff here where you can download all materials you're looking for. Look at them. Right, you can download all sorts of materials here on this website. I linked it as an external link from my own website, and this thing will help you have more authority because people can see that, okay, you are being generous and you are also sharing material, you are sharing other links, you are helping people find valuable content in the internet, not just coming to your own website alone, but from your website they are going to other valuable websites. You are helping them enhance their research and they will like you for that. So that is what we can do for optimization of this particular page. What else can you do? Another thing you can do, very, very important, let's see, is number 3. What is number 3? So number 3 is alt text. We can just do image SEO bracket, you see, alt text. So this is a key important aspect of SEO. When you're writing an article like this or on your blog post, see all these images, you'll be able to, first thing you want to do, you want to name the images according to the title. Let's say you just name this particular image, this title, right? Retaking TEF exam. And this image, that's what you name the image as before uploading it to your System.io account. the same thing here. Let me just go to the account for this one. Let me show you something. Second thing you want to do is look at this now. Let me show you what I've done. So if you click on this image, let's just do it now. You click on the image, see something. The image shows us this column by the left hand side. You can see the title, the image file name. Then when you go under, you see something, alt text. Alternate text simply give meaning to the image. Let people understand what is the image about. Sometimes when this image will not load, this alternate text will appear. Another thing is Google, when Google is scrolling, they get to understand this image by this alt text, and it's good for SEO. This is how your images appear on Google image. So you see, just copy what you have here and put it here. Very important. This will help you optimize your SEO value on your website. Do it for all. Let me see. I think I allow some place so that I can just do it for you to see how I do what I do. So come here, we just click here and we'll copy. We'll go back to the image. Just click on the image. When you click on the image, it shows this place for you here, alt text. Click on that place and just paste. Avoid common mistake in TEF exam. So this gives context to what I'm saying, and it helps Google to rank this particular page better. The same thing everywhere, right? Just do the same thing. How to improve your score. So click on the image again. Once you click on the image, you go copy it and just go and paste. See, I have it here already. How to improve your TEF. So that's what you do, and you click save. This is how you optimize for better ranking on Google. And there are other things there are other things. One thing is page speed, right? You need page speed. Your page needs to be very fast when somebody clicks on it. And that thing also you need to make sure you put into consideration is you need to have a website that is secure, right? HTTPS. Make sure that you have HTTPS website. Simply means that you are not taking people to the wrong sites. If not, Google will not refer people to your site. So now let's look at the target. What is our next target in this whole challenge? What is the next target? So the target, what we are going to be targeting now is very simple. So our next target will be to improve search results, right? So we want to make sure that we appear. We don't want to just have an article that nobody can see. That's what we need to do. Then, like what I mentioned before, I said another thing that we can do, which is number 2, will be to literally create more posts. And this time around, not just anyhow posts, but it's called secondary posts, right? So we can have secondary posts. Very, very important to have our secondary posts so that we can rank properly on Google. So what else should be our target? What should we be looking at also? We can also have some other cornerstone articles, right? So cornerstone articles, or these are primary articles around the same topic. These are not supporting articles. These are articles still talking about TEF, but not talking about score, right? It can be something like location to write or TEF exams. So cornerstone content / article. So we can have something like top location to write TEF exams in Africa. We can write another one like how to score the best result. That one now will not be a supporting article to the first one. So we just something different that is not about score, but about the TEF exam still. So we need something like that. If you are finding it difficult to rank your website in general, you can reach out. Let me see how I can help you out with that. And especially if you are using systemi.io, it's a little bit tough compared to using WordPress. You will need to go through some of the stuff I talked about in my video. And if there's anything you want me to work on around this, some people have been asking about me creating articles with ChatGPT that can rank, that can appear on Google, just like what I did now. You see, this article here was written using AI, and Google did not flag it and say this is AI, we will not show it. It's showing, and I'm going to continue to show you how this article will be ranking until it ranks number 1 on this thing. I'm not going to rest until I get this stuff to rank. As a matter of fact, I don't know why a lot of people are not talking about this. I wonder why people are not even talking about how you can literally do this, because it's so easy. Now, you need to understand the factor that we are going to be looking into here, because if you have a systemi.io website right now, you need to understand that there are certain things to put into consideration, because your website will not get you anywhere except you are ranking on Google, right? And people come to Google to search about whatever keyword that you are trying to bid on. Most times, the first result they see is going to be like the most important result. So if you are not in number 1, I'm telling you, you will not get a lot of search and traffic to your website. Not only that, the worst case is that if you are not on the first page, then forget about it, because the rest page 3, 4, 5, how many times have you searched for something and you got to the first page of Google and you're like, okay, let me go to the 5th, to the 6th, 7th, or 10th page. You don't do that. You just look for another thing or you search for something else, right? That is how it is exactly when you are on Google. So what do we want to do now? We want to be able to rank number 1 for the keyword that we are searching for. And in order for us to do that, we can get this done by using ChatGPT. Using this AI is going to change a lot for us. So let's look at the various things that we need to do in order for us to rank on number 1 with our Systemi.io website. Now you can see here, this is one of my blog posts in one of my websites. And this blog post, I wrote it, you can see I'm Mr. Systemi.io. Very important, because how you write this blog post, the keywords and everything are so important. See, if you are currently using Systemi.io, you need to watch this video from beginning to the end, because you need to understand how to get the traffic that you are looking for that is going to change your business. So, and if you're not using Systemi.io, you are not using this, why are you not using it? Come on, it's free. Go get it and use it and rank your articles, rank your blog posts, rank your business stuff online. That's going to help you to make a lot of money. So let me show you how you are going to do this now to get this thing to be number 1 on Google. Now, using AI. If you are watching me, I already have a playlist where I talk about series, tips, and strategies you can use. Today, I'm going to be mentioning 5 tips that most people don't know about, or even if they know about it, I wonder why they don't do it. Let's look at it now. Before we even talk about the first thing, you need to understand the limitations of Systemi.io, right? So there are certain limitations when it comes to you actually using this tool to rank, not like WordPress. Even though this tool is free, there are things you need to understand. For instance, our number 1 is that when you are creating something on Systemi.io, let's say you are creating your own table, right? One of the things you need to rank on Google is to have enough well-structured content. And that well-structured content, we're talking about creating tables to differentiate different things that you're doing. Let's say you have a table now to explain different items. So if you want to rank, you need to use tables, right? You need to use tables. So now, the problem here is that when you go to Systemi.io, you can't just create tables like that. Check and see. If you go to this place here, you will see table of contents, right? But the type of table we're talking about, you can't even see it here. So how do you add this table to your Systemi.io so that you can have a structure that's going to help you rank on Google, right? That is what I want to show you. You can see this particular table here. So this table, you can't just add this table like this. You can't see it here. When you click, you will not see it. So let me show you. And that is where the tool ChatGPT comes to play. So what you want to do, you want to go to chat.openai.com. When you go to that, you have access to ChatGPT. You can sign up. If you don't want to sign up, you can even choose not to sign up. So I will just tell ChatGPT what to do to enhance my own Systemi.io so that I can create table. I would say, let's say the table we want to create is table of Nigerian menu, right? Nigerian food menu table. So help me create a menu of Nigerian food in a table form and also in raw HTML that I can copy. So that's the prompt we are giving this AI right now. So let's see what ChatGPT will do for us. And after ChatGPT, we'll go and we'll just organize this table for us. See, very good Nigerian food menu. It's telling us all the things that need to be on it. Like, I love this. This is very good. So now the issue here is that you can't just copy this thing like this and take it to your Systemi.io and get this table display. What you can do, however, is to copy this code here, right? You copy this code and you go to your Systemi.io. When you go to Systemi.io, let's say we want to have this table here. Let's say we want to have it this place before this highlight. What you want to do, you want to come down by the left-hand side of your Systemi.io. You want to come down here. You will see raw HTML. Grab this raw HTML. Let's put it here, right? Look at the raw HTML. When you click on the raw HTML, by the left-hand side, you will see the properties. You will see edit code. Now, this edit code will allow you to literally edit what is inside. So you just come and paste what you copied from ChatGPT, right? From here, come here to ChatGPT. We copy here and we just come, we paste it here. And when we paste it here, say this code is not valid. Let's see why it's telling us this code is not valid. It's not properly copied. Let me copy it again. So you come to this place, you copy your table. After copying your table, you make sure this place is empty. You do Ctrl A or you highlight and you delete. You just paste. You paste everything you have here like this, and you will get a complete information. Then just click save. Once you click save, your table will appear like this. Voila, you have your table. And let me show you something. If you click here now to view what you've created, you will notice that the table is there. So let's view it. When you view it, you will see what I'm talking about. Keep going down. So this is our table. Look at it. Everything is displayed very, very well. This one I did before, and now this is the new one. So, and notice something. You are not seeing anything here, because some people ask me, Henry, there is something like a markup under, something underneath here. Is it going to show? You can see HTML under. Don't worry, it will not show. Just as you can see here, it's not appearing here. So this is one of the tricks you can do to add tables so that you can increase your SEO, your search engine optimization. That will give you the ability to be able to appear. Google will notice that you have good information. Tables are very good, because why are they good? Tables take time for people to read. So when somebody is here now trying to go through this table, the person will notice that it takes time for him or her to go through the table. And when somebody spends time going through tables on your website, that means you are sending the right signal to Google, letting them know that your website is highly, highly valuable. So that is one of the ways you can literally be able to increase your SEO ranking so that you can rank number 1 on Google, because you have good information, well structured, and table is one of them. So let me take you to the next trick. The next SEO thing that we can do with our AI, with ChatGPT right now, to increase our traffic to our website so that we can start selling our products and services. So that is number 1. Now let's talk about number 2. Now, what is number 2? When it comes to number 2, it's something we do all the time, but now I'll show you how you can literally do it here in ChatGPT. Number 2 is generating detailed blog posts outline. Yes, I'm not saying to write, but to generate a detailed outline is very, very important. Outline, even something like table of content, the outline of your blog post, you can do that. That will increase your SEO value and thereby allowing you. Now, how do we do that? ChatGPT can do that for you. Let's say you want to write a blog, you can just come to ChatGPT and say, please, always be gentle. Make sure you are gentle with ChatGPT. You know, he's a fellow colleague nowadays, so you need to speak to him properly as you would if you have an assistant by your side. So we say, please create a detailed outline for my blog posts about Nigerian food menu. This is what I can talk about. Make it 1,500 words and about 15-minute read. I can do all that, about 15-minute read, and you can go. But this is not about prompt engineering. I have a video separate where I teach you how to create prompt that works. This is just a simple prompt to give us what we are looking for. When you click it like this, ChatGPT will go to work. And this outline that ChatGPT will generate now is going to help you, right? You can use this outline to now create your own table of content. This is how you create article that ranks. It's so, so important. You will now copy all this headline, everything here, and you turn it into your outline for the blog post you want to write. Are you seeing everything here? Literally, this guy is creating the articles that I even need. It's giving me a lot of details. So this is one thing you can do, right? Now, let's look at the third thing to do with ChatGPT on System.io that will help you to start ranking on Google blog. Now, this next thing that we can do right now with ChatGPT on System.io is so crucial. As a matter of fact, without this part that we are going to discuss right now, Google will never see your articles, right? We are talking about meta descriptions, keywords, and tags. Without this thing here, meta descriptions, keyword, and tags, you are wasting your time. Because let me show you something here. Look at this blog. Look at this article here. Look at the blog posts. We have varieties of things that make up this blog post. So one of the things that we have here is this. Now look at this. You can see here, this is the title. ChatGPT can help you come up with a title and also a meta description. Meta descriptions is what tell Google what your website is all about. So we can use ChatGPT to create them, right? Obviously, your title is something that you create yourself. You have an idea of what you want to create, or you get the idea from ChatGPT. Then you use ChatGPT to enhance it. So Title, we can create our titles, our meta descriptions, our keywords, and our tag using ChatGPT. Now let's do an example. Now let us say, please create SEO optimized title for my blog posts on the Nigerian Food and meta description and keyword I can use to rank the posts on Google. C'est fini. You click enter and ChatGPT goes to work. You see, this is how you create these articles. This is how you go about them. Now, ChatGPT is going to do some research behind the scenes and let us know, okay, ultimate guide to Nigerian menu, popular dishes, snacks, and drinks you may try. This is very good. Like, this is very, very good. Forget it. It's good. Explore rich flavor of Nigerian cuisines with our guide to popular Nigerian food. Discover classic dishes like jollof rice, and with the keyword, this is good. So look at the SEO keyword: Nigerian menu food, Nigerian dishes, Nigerian food menu, popular Nigerian food, jollof rice recipe. This is how you work with SEO and ChatGPT with your system IO or any type of website at all. Follow this step and you will have an article that will rank number 1 on Google, right? So with this, you see how you are going step by step. So if you just go on Google and say, create an article for me, and if you just go on ChatGPT and say, create me an article, and ChatGPT creates it, you take it to your system IO and just paste it there. I'm sorry, you will not get anything. You need to follow some of these steps, right? Follow them meticulously so that you can get the desired result. Okay, let's look at what we can do in our system IO and ChatGPT to rank number 1 on Google. If there is something I need to talk to you about, there is something so crucial, is the next thing I want to talk about that you need to learn, that you need to use ChatGPT for. Because sometimes when we are writing an article, we think we understand what we are doing. So we think we just know everything and we don't need assistance. But you will be shocked that at some point, there are places that ChatGPT or any AI at all understands some cues, right? Some cues, and they will be able to do a better job because they know at what point will somebody look at certain information and the person will be interested in taking action. And that is exactly why step number 4 is crucial. Step number 4 is using ChatGPT or any AI. You can use Claude, you can use DeepSeek, but in today's own, we are just using ChatGPT in this tutorial. You can use ChatGPT to literally generate and craft an engaging headlines, right? To generate headlines for you. Headlines, CTA, call to actions. So we can literally use ChatGPT to generate these things because your headlines in the article, some of them might not just be very okay, but you can ask ChatGPT to go and generate a killer headlines for you inside of this article. Let me show you how you can implement this. You say, hi ChatGPT, please help me generate best headlines and CTAs in all the various aspects of this article. So just do this and you will get, and this guy will go and give you the best headlines. Introduction, this is the best headline to use, and the call to action. In the section of this part, this is the best headline to use. You see how meticulous this is? You take your time. Every aspect, a perfect pairing, pounded yam with egusi soup. Look at it. And this is 100% perfect. Learn how this hearty combination is made and why it's favorite in Nigerian homes. These are very good. In fact, this ChatGPT has gotten so good, right? So good. So that is one thing you can do on your system IO. I'm telling you, I use this thing in writing these particular articles, right? Not everything. Obviously, this is my field, this is my niche, so I know things that I can just write with even without ChatGPT. And where ChatGPT is wrong, I can literally say, no, this is not correct. So, but you can do this. So this is then finally, let me tell you the last thing here that you can use ChatGPT for so that you can rank on the first page of Google with your posts and with your articles, with your product. You can be a coach, anything you are into at all. Go and create a blog post. It's free. Create it and use ChatGPT to write this article just the way I'm telling you to do. And you start seeing a lot of results, massive results. The last thing you can do is you can generate FAQs, right? FAQs, very important. Frequently asked questions. You can even generate Q&A, right? Let me write it properly. Q&A with this method, Right? This is very important. Why is this so important? This is crucial. When Google is crawling your site before they can serve it to people, everything I mentioned here is what they are looking for. Google is looking for some distinctive features that is not available on other people's website. So Google is looking for anything like table. Google is looking for image, right? Google is trying to see you have an image. Google is also looking for, do you have a detailed outline? Something like a table of content. Google is very, very interested in that, right? Another thing that Google is looking for is your title, your meta description, your keywords. Are they aligning? Are they in alignment with whatever thing that you're writing about? Google is very, very much interested. Then Google wants to see your headlines, your call to actions, because they need all these things to put as a snippet. Then finally, Google is looking to see if you have an FAQ section, something that people can literally see the questions and the answer, so that Google can use it and show to people without struggling to look for the answer that people are searching for. Remember, when people go to Google, they are looking for solution. Once they are on Google, they are thinking about something, right? They are looking for an answer. And if Google can just go to your FAQ and just see that answer, I'm telling you, Google will love your page. Google will want to keep showing your page to everybody that comes that's looking for that particular answer, because you have the solution to it, right? That particular question, because you have the answer and the solution to it. So that's how this thing works. Now, with your ChatGPT and your System.io, I'm telling you, you can start to rank. Forget about that thing that people say, oh, you need a WordPress for you to rank number one. You don't need a WordPress to rank number one. You can rank number one with this. You can rank number one by doing what I just showed you. All right. Now, let me show you something very, very important. Oh, for some of you who are new to the platform, System.io is an all-in-one marketing tool for your business. You want to start an online business, or you're already running an online business and you want to take it to the next level. This is the tool. Link to go and sign up for this tool for free and start building your website, your manage your affiliate accounts and all that in the link below. Now, this platform has one particular issue, is that people have not been able to be using it properly when it comes to organic ranking. So a lot of people have issues of saying, you know what, I cannot get to rank very well with this particular website. As you can see, I'm getting massive impression with this particular System.io website. And let me show you some stats here and some things that I've been doing. Last time in this particular channel, we worked on a particular video where I show you live on how you can optimize your page. And I even went ahead to create some posts and I showed you guys, and I'm going to be tracking it. Come and see the result. After when we did that, we had some posts that went out. That was 3 weeks ago, and the result is mind-blowing. Look at, I'm currently on the first page of Google. Not only that, but I'm surpassing some of the guys that I met on the platform already on some of the keyword that I am targeting. You can see on this particular keyword here that I'm targeting best food delivery service in Cotonou. You can see what I'm having. Look at, this is number 1, TripAdvisor. It's a very big website. Number 2 on the search is Chowdeck. Number 3 is my website. You see, let me show you another one. This is a System.io website. This is not a WordPress website. Another one is TEF Canada Scoring Guide 2025. When I did this article and we posted it last time, we were not even showing up anywhere around here. But Google was able to index our post that we did with System.io. Not only with System.io, but with ChatGPT. I will show you how I did this shortly. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We are ranked 5. We are ranking number 6 on this particular keyword. And this keyword is highly competitive. Like, this is highly competitive. If you see some of the websites, these are big, massive websites. But we've been able to surpass a lot of the websites that we met before now. We are even ranking above the official Canada website that gives this information. We are ranking above this particular website here, Cochiva, a very big, massive website about this topic. Why? Because of something we did, and I'm going to be showing you what we did that makes us to be able to write this type of article using AI and also making sure that it's ranking. Within the next 3 months, I don't have any doubt at all that I'll be ranking number 1 or number 2 on this keyword, and I will show you on this channel how we are going to achieve that as well. Now, another case study is this particular one here, Nigerian food restaurant in Cotonou. See what is happening. We have number 1 here, number 2, number 3. The good news is that we are already on the first page of Google. Literally, this was written about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks. We are literally on the first page, just behind these guys here. These guys are the top. This TripAdvisor are like the biggest travel company, but I'm going head to head with them. I'm confident I will be able to outrank them on this keyword. You can see this is very good for us. Now, what else do we have here? Now, not only are we ranking on the keyword, we are also ranking on other keywords like secondary keywords, right? Even something that we are not targeting. Keywords that we're not targeting, I noticed that we are ranking on those keywords. Here we are targeting TEF Canada scoring guide. But see here, we have TEF exam score Cotonou. We are still ranking on first page. So by the time I have another article that will focus on Cotonou, we should be ranking anything around first, second, third. And this is what we have achieved so far. You can see on my Google Analytics, see something here. I've been getting massive. Look at the click-through rate is even going up compared to the impression. This is very good for us. Now let me go to the drawing board. Let me show you some of the things that you can do right now. Now, the first thing that you need to do when you are using System.io to write your articles, you have to pay attention to the System.io settings. Alright guys, so look at it. You need 3 steps for you to be able to rank on Google using System.io. The first thing you want to do is to pay attention to your settings. Now, System.io, they've got a crazy settings when it comes to writing articles. Some of these settings will even say that Google should not crawl your website. And that settings can get your website grounded such that even when you write an article, Google is not able to crawl that particular website. So you have to pay attention with that. That is one thing that you must do to be able to make sure that you are not hiding and your articles are being seen on the internet. Second thing is your content structure, right? When it comes to content structure, people just go about and they write articles. You have to pay attention to some of the things you put inside of your article. Like you need to have table of content when you're writing your articles. Before even you start going into the content, you have to have table of content that shows what your article is about. Then inside of each and every part of your article, you need to have certain structure. The structure I'm talking about, you must have something like pictures, you must have headlines where you have header 1, header 2, header 3, and you must have various paragraphs with different variations of these headers, right? So you can have your main article to be header 1, which is H1. You can have other paragraph with H2. This is very important for the structure. Then you also need image, right? This image will be able to help you make sure that you have the right structure to rank on Google. Then another thing you have to pay attention to is your content quality. When I'm talking about content quality, I'm talking about 2 things. The first thing here is your prompt, because remember, we are using AI to write these articles so that we don't kill ourselves trying to write article that Google will rank number 1. So we are using AI, and when you're using AI, you need a very good prompt that will be able to write the best quality of articles for you. After that, not just about writing with AI, but now make sure that your content is equally highly valuable. It is the value and the prompt that you use that equates to high content quality. And that is what I did in this website that is making them to literally rank right now. And I'm telling you, within the next 3 months, I'm going to be having articles that are going to be ranking number 1, number 2, number 3 on different keywords. That simply means that I will never regret switching from WordPress to System.io when it comes to my blog. The truth is, you will not be able to rank on Google just by looking at these 3 steps that I outlined here: the structure, the quality, and all that. You need to actually watch step-by-step video that I did concerning it, and I walk you through everything that you need to do so that you can get these 3 stuff done. So click here, go and watch it now so that you can start ranking your articles on Google. Thank you very much for watching this update, because I promise that I'm going to be updating you guys on how it goes. See you in the next one, and start making money online.